Welcome, everybody, Tiara Resource Circle members, and welcome especially to this month's tool on results. My name is Andrea Henning. I'm one of the managing partners of Tiara International, and you are getting this midpoint recording to pause and reflect as part of your Tiara Resource Circle membership. We are happy that you made the time for this, that you're here with me now, because this pausing and reflecting piece often gets sacrificed in our day-to-day business. So I'm extremely happy that you took the time to listen to it. This will be a short and sweet tool, and we hope that you get a different take on results with this tool, a take on results that is not only hard work and discipline, with which I won't say that we don't need discipline or hard work, but we want to set ourselves up for success and have an idea on how to achieve results with more ease and flow. And I was contemplating when I was creating this tool about all the things that I have achieved in my life, and I'm so always in awe about other people's lives and what they have done and achieved and accomplished. However, some of my accomplishments, I look back with some mixed feelings, not with the pride and joy and contentment that they would deserve. And actually, how I look back at them has always to do with how I experienced them. And mixed feelings come from some kind of, how can I say that, wonder whether it was worth it. I don't want to always admit that to myself. It's not an easy thing. But I have done pretty awesome stuff, but I haven't enjoyed it as much as I could have if I would have known what I know now, that there is a better way, a way of ease and flow. So that is something that I want to do with you today. And I would suggest that you take a piece of paper and your journal, or you use the Tiara tool that I have prepared and I want to share with you. And we will follow the format, and you use it as a online. You can fill it in, or you can actually print it and take it as a format. What I also suggest is that you will pause after each question, and that you take all the time that you need, and then you come back to me. I will pause a little bit in between the questions, but not too much, of course, so I count on you managing yourself with that. So let me first now share a screen, which is not always an easy thing to get perfectly in one set. Here we are. This is the Tiara tool on creating results that we will follow during this inquiry. And the first thing I want to ask you is to think about a result that you would love to achieve within the next month. And let me give you an example of mine. I want to achieve the result of having a walk for an hour, pain-free. As some of you might know, I've been in an accident. It's already 2 years ago. I don't want to talk about that a lot, but it's still affecting my life. So it's still very present. And what I want to have is the experience of having a pain-free walk for an hour as a result within the next month. So jot down yours. Okay, so now we are diving into what I call the little why inquiry. We will ask ourselves a couple of whys, why that result is important to us. So you can start with your first why. You want this result. Why is it important to you? For instance, for me, it's important to me because I want to visit my son and daughter-in-law and my just newborn little grandson in Iceland. And Iceland is a beautiful country, but it is a little bit challenging if you are not able to walk around. You miss a lot of beauty there. So, what is your first why? Write it down. And then the second why. So, it's the why it responds to what you just wrote down as your first why. So, why is it important to me to be able to walk around in Iceland more freely? Uh, could also be okay to just sit around. It's beautiful enough to just watch or look at the mountains. But actually, for me, it feels that I'm missing out something. I want to have the freedom, even if I don't take longer walks. I want to feel the freedom of the being able to do that. So now it's your turn. What is your why? And now the third why. You can do it endlessly, by the way, until it hits something that is really core for you. So why do I want to have the freedom? Because it's a huge value of mine to go with the flow, to be able to seize the opportunity, um, uh, and even if I don't use that, for me, having the opportunity and being able to go with the flow in the moment is very, very, very important. So there's another why. Now it's your turn. Okay. So, um, why are we asking all these why questions? And you could go endlessly with it if you want to, but there is a certain moment there when you can experience a turning point inside of yourself. You can feel that there's something true there. And with that, you feel a, a deeper commitment to what you want. Huh? So there comes new motivation, a deeper motivation that is sourced by your source of inspiration, by what is most important to you. So I hope that you experience that, and you can also pause this recording and go for another round of whys if you want to. And with that, we go into the next inquiry. You know, um, you have seen us talk about it a lot. Limiting beliefs, empowering beliefs, internal dialogue. Fact is that in respect to any subject, once we think about something as that might be a good idea or something that we want, immediately an internal dialogue starts. And this dialogue is not aligned. It's not one direction. It's often a lot of directions. And there is this dialogue, there's this direction that pulls us against what we want, and that is in favor, that supports us in what we want. It is pivotal to realize and write it out loud what it is. So, for instance, against, when I look at my example, it would be like, yeah, I've tried so hard already. I don't want to suffer anymore. I don't want to. I don't know if I can do the effort one more time. There's a lot going on also in the, like, oh, can I really do it? But there's also a lot in favor. Like, I've done it before. I've done it especially when I'm really committed. I'm already on my way. So there are also a lot of things that are in favor of that. The challenge now is, and the invitation for you, to write it all down and to be brutally honest, really brutally honest. Go ahead. Okay. Have you been honest? So now you have choice. There's even the possibility that the result that you have set yourself up to want, um, you might not be motivated anymore after having done that inquiry, because there might be a lot of thoughts um, that are against it. And there's nothing wrong with admitting, like, you know what, it might not be such a good idea. My why is not strong enough against that. And you could change the result. Again, it's all about awareness and honesty. Or you can think, wow, there's a lot against there. But if I look into my in favor dialogue, there are some very strong in favors too. And if that's so, if you really feel that you have a bigger pull in the in favor dialogue, underline it, pick the strongest one, and then the choice is, I will believe that. Could be even a mantra that you repeat while you are pursuing this result. Huh? But by now, you should be pretty clear that you are more motivated to do it than that you just hope that you can pull it off. Okay, next step. Let's assume that you really feel motivated. You can now just, if you want to, close your eyes, pause, and fast forward to a place where you have actually achieved the result. You made it, you did it. And connect with the feeling. How does it make you feel? When you look back, you made it, you have the end result. So I picture myself in Iceland, climbing a mountain, not the farthest one probably, but the one that I can um, I can conquer, and I made it pain free, and it really feels good. I feel joy. Uh, I feel joy. What do you feel? Okay. Now our next step. From a place that you have set yourself up energetically for success, nothing happens unless you take the first step where the rubber hits the road. And this first step needs to come from inspiration. You want to feel the energy, you want to feel motivated to actually take it. What would it be? Don't make it too big, but also don't make it too small or do nothing. So within now that you've taken time for this inquiry, and maybe tomorrow, take your very first step, whatever it might be that comes from inspiration. I already thought of, like, oh, I could just go with my bike and walk with my bike next to me. And when I get tired, I could bike back. So that is a creative idea that I have that feels like, yeah, I could try that. What is it that you could try and want to try and will try? With that, I'm leaving you because I have to go for a bike ride with a walk in between. And I want to be able to share my success with you, because that's also the beautiful thing to be in community. Now you're invested in my result, and I want to be invested in your results. So you could share something on our LinkedIn page or Instagram, tiararesourcecircle.com. Or if you're so inspired, just send me an email to Henning, Henning, at tiaraleadership.com. That's my email address. And tell me about your result. And then I will be your biggest supporter. I promise you, I am one of your cheerleaders. But because when people achieve what their hearts desire, that makes me happy. Okay, I will stop share. I hope I see you soon in one of our workshops. And so good luck with your with this result. Bye.